Okay, good, there is sound. So give me just a second. I kind of had to rush to get here. I did have to start late tonight. It's 9:45 instead of 9:30. But you know, maybe I'll go 15 minutes later because I started 15 minutes later. It's not like I got anything else to do. Unless I can miraculously get this Rayquaza shiny today. I think we're long overdue for it. I think so. So today, I finally got around to watching that one episode that I have been saying I was going to watch for quite a long time. No, not really quite a long time. Quite a few parts now. An episode that I have wanted to watch for over a year now, but I didn't even realize that, one, it took a year for it to come out, and two, that it did come out. So the episode in particular I'm talking about is American Horror Stories, plural, American Horror Stories, Season 3, Episode 5, The Backrooms. I only watched this one episode, and I only care to watch this one episode. I don't care to watch any other episode in the show. So I watched this one episode today, and I'm going to talk about it. Unless Shiny Rayquaza shows up. And also I'm going to wait until that one guy shows up. Because I want him to hear what this episode's all about. What this episode was like. Why am I seeing this video in my recommended? Is the penny finally dead? Must be someone in the US. Pennies have been dead in Canada for years. In a way, it kind of makes sense that the penny just isn't necessary anymore. Or at least, you know, the fact that I, living in Canada, have been subjugated to such a reality for many, many years now. Has it been a decade yet? You know, you buy something that's like 99 cents. Chances of you paying actually 99 cents is pretty low. You're going to hand over $1. And, well, you're going to get a penny in change. And, you know, you buy something that's like $1 or something 96 cents, you're going to get 4 cents in change. You're going to get 4 pennies. So there's just a lot of pennies going around. You don't really often buy something that is, you know, a full number of a price. Like a full $5, a full $7, a full $23. You buy something that has, you know, a decimal point. I don't know, to me, it kind of makes sense to get rid of pennies. Or, you know, it made sense, you know, past tense. Oh, I'm gonna check out that video. I'm curious. Anyways, but before I do, A quick little update to the story that I talked about yesterday regarding the plane that flipped over at Toronto Pearson Airport. You know, it was on the news yesterday. It's still on the news today. Yesterday I was saying, like, how do we not have footage of how the plane even got that way? How could a plane possibly land upside down? And then today, we actually did get footage. Footage actually did come out of what it looked like for the plane to land and how it turned upside down. So, you know, the plane obviously didn't land upside down. What happened was the plane landed normally and then it just started rolling over. It rolled over, the wings snapped off, everything just broke off as it rolled over, and thus it ended up upside down. How that's even possible, I don't know, but hey, the laws of physics can surprise you sometimes, can't it? Man, I also see this video here that's recommended. I'm definitely gonna watch this. We owe this Zelda game an apology by Shower Thoughts. And it's a thumbnail with Skyward Sword. Ooh, right game, wrong time. Ooh, you guys know how much I love Skyward Sword. How much everyone dogpiles on that game. And, you know, it hurts me because you know how much I love Skyward Sword. So, ooh, I'm gonna watch that for sure. Alright, so earlier today, would you guys believe? First of all, today, I got a shiny Pidgey in Pokemon Go. Would you guys believe that is the first shiny Pidgey I ever got in any game? Never once in any game have I played. In all the time I've been playing Pokemon and shiny hunting, never once have I gotten a single shiny Pidgey before. Not once. So this is my first shiny Pidgey ever. Period. It's because the event going on right now, Pidgey in particular has a higher chance of being shiny in the wild. So, you know, of course I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna check every Pidgey that spawns in my game. And hey, I was lucky enough to get a Pidgey today. I think I got a shiny Pidgeotto in Let's Go. I forget if I did. Sounds like something that would have happened to me. I forget if I did or not. If it did not happen to me, well, I don't know what I'm thinking of. If it did, well, that's not a Pidgey. That's a Pidgeotto. So yeah, I got a shiny Pidgey in Pokemon Go today. Pretty cool to, you know, to this day, still get shiny Pokemon that I never once ever gotten before. And you know, it's just a shiny Pidgey. It's nothing that special, you know. I never really wanted it aside from the fact that I just didn't have one. So I never would have gone out of my way to actually hunt for one. And it just never naturally happened. So it kind of makes sense why after all these years, I never got one until today. You know, I tell you, there are several Pokemon out there that I don't have shiny because I don't care enough to hunt it. And I just never naturally got it shiny. I mean, is that really that much of a stretch to say, given how many Pokemon there are now? Anyways, while I wait for my douchebag friend to show up, And I don't really have anything else to talk about. I am going to watch a couple of videos. I'm going to watch that Penny video as well as the Skyward Sword one. As well as I got a Moist Critical video. I'm halfway done. I'll probably also watch a couple of reviews for that one Backrooms episode. You guys think Kane Pixels watched it? I imagine he would have, right? He's working on the Backrooms movie, which I hope is leagues better than this episode. I just hope to God. I hope to God that movie is good. It doesn't have a high bar to cross to be better than this episode. So yeah, I'm really hoping that that movie slaps. Okay, I'm gonna watch a couple of videos now. Peace out. I was drinking my water. I almost spat it out over what Moist Critical just said. Okay, let me just Let me just break it down. I am watching Moist Critical's video titled Most Emotional Podcast. It was posted like 10 hours ago from today. And I am at 9 minutes 25 seconds. I almost spat out my mouthful of water after after what I just heard and saw. This video is hilarious, by the way. You should really give it a watch. As long as you're an adult, that is, it's not suitable for children. Oh my god. Drink fit for a king. What the hell? If I can't get my sword a little bloody. Oh. Alright, that Moist Critical video is done. Do I watch the Penny video first or the Zelda one? I guess I'll go in order. I'll watch the Penny one first. Why is this video a poem? Okay, the whole video is not poetry. Okay, that was interesting. So I just watched Is the Penny Finally Dead by a channel called CGP Grey. Channel has 6.65 million subscribers. This is the first I'm hearing of this channel. Okay, that was interesting. Seeing if the president has the power to call the penny useless and order its death. Okay, now I'm gonna move on to the video that I actually do want to watch. So this video just popped up in my recommended. It's a video by the channel Shower Thoughts. We owe this Zelda game an apology. It's 16.5 minutes long. I'm watching it now. Oh, I love Ballad of the Goddess. What a beautiful song. Even if it is just Zelda's Lullaby backwards. You know, I'm not a huge fan of the rock remix version of the song in Smash. I prefer the original. The one where it's just orchestric, performed by an actual or what? An actual? Performed by an actual orchestra. Alright. Alright, I guess I'll give it that. You know, Skyward Sword was a bit of a downgrade after Twilight Princess. Just a little bit, I will admit. And, you know, the motion controls for the sword were wonky as hell. Story-wise, though, and gameplay-wise, I still loved it. Story was pretty linear, I will admit. Damn, has it really been 4 years since the Skyward Sword remaster came out? The Loftwing, Zelda's Loftwing spitting the letter at Link's head? Cinema. Really? I didn't know Loftwings were based on a real life bird. I didn't know that. 0 Rayquaza, you're about to... Oh, that's not 0. Oh, Rayquaza, you're about to take more than 12 streams just to shine. I hope not. I sure as hell hope not. How about we not reach Mewtwo lengths? Or Mewtwo numbers. How about we try to avoid those? Well, that number's up to God. I got no control over it. I'm just watching a video on the side. Yes, glaze Skyward Sword more. Music to my ears. Damn! Why you have to phrase it like that? Really motivating you to want to win so that dumbass Cruz doesn't spend more time with Zelda. Why you gotta phrase it like that? Even if it is true. Ah, the true Zelda downfall timeline. Groose won the race and got to spend alone time with Zelda instead of Link. Oh, imagine the downfall timeline that would have produced. Rayquaza, this is the 8th stream. If you don't shine, your punishment is that you must let Groudon and Kyogre battle. Damn, that's a harsh punishment. Overhated companion? I don't see as much hate for Fi as I do for Navi, though. I don't know. I guess Fi is overhated, but not to the level of Navi. Hell, not even Tattle, or was it Tail? Which one was it? Was it Tattle or Tail? Was it Tail? I think it was Tail. Which was the fairy name in Majora's Mask? I think it was Tail. No, Tail was the brother fairy, so it was Tattle. Oh, it was Tattle. Whoops. Yeah, not even Tattle got as much hate as Navi did. Oh, why you had to set yourself up for disappointment there, thinking about how vast the surface would be. Oh, maybe do that Terra raid music again. It might give us the luck we need. In a bit. Once I'm done this video. What encounter are we on? I have no idea. Over odds, I guess. Wow. Wow, saying Ghirahim has aura is crazy. Would you guys believe that when I was young, I actually lost to Ghirahim? Like, over and over, I just could not win against him? Pathetic, I know. Oh, Skyward Sword had incredible cutscenes. Why do you think I love this game so much? The story is incredible. No. This video, hold on a second. You're saying we need to give this game an apology. No. You all need to give this game an apology. I love this game from the start. I never once hated this game. I absolutely love the game's story, gameplay, design, cutscenes. No. Don't rope me into your we. No, don't include me in your we need to apologize to this game. Y'all need to apologize to this game. All you guys owe this game an apology. Matter of fact, y'all owe me an apology. I'm the only one who liked this game. Oh my god, I forgot. I forgot how awesome the end credit musics are. What? The end credit music is for Skyward Sword. Oh, I forgot about that. No, I gotta listen to that. I gotta listen to that again. It's too elite. Damn, watching this video makes me want to play Skyward Sword again. You know, it's been like 15 years, and I still miss Fi. Man, they had such an opportunity. Such an opportunity to do something magical in Tears of the Kingdom. But they didn't. And, well, I don't think they ever will. If they didn't do it for Tears of the Kingdom, they never will, period. That being Fi's return. Man, I want that to happen so badly. But Nintendo's not ever going to do that. They'll tease us over it, but they'll never actually give it to us. And I'm not counting her being playable in Hyrule Warriors. That doesn't count. Alright, well, as per request. Holy crap, that's loud. Oh, you want to know a revelation that we had today? Or at least I did? So, my trip is coming up soon where I am more than likely going to die on the plane ride. So, it's going to be technically 4 full days in Japan. It's supposed to be 5, but you know, the day we get there, it's gonna be, we're gonna arrive at like, I think 4 in the afternoon. It's gonna take time to leave the airport, get to the Airbnb. By the time we get there, it's dinner time, and then we all need to rest. So there's 1 of 5 days gone. So we have 4 genuine full days in Japan. And then it's going to be 9 days in Hong Kong. Well, it turns out that 3 of those 9 days are actually going to be in China. So, you know, we're going to China for 3 days. This will be my first legitimate, official time in China, not counting that one time like 10 to 15 years ago where I went to China for like an hour and then came back. And for those who don't know, no, I did not take a plane ride there for an hour just to come back. Same thing, we went to Hong Kong, we took literally the subway train all the way to China to do whatever, and then we went back. You know, at the time I remember being on that train and thinking, this is taking a long time, I don't even know where we're going. We arrived there, I don't remember what I did or what we did. And then we went back not long after, and then I found out much later on, oh, we were in China. We entirely left Hong Kong and went to China. Oh. So that doesn't really count. So I'll be going to China for 3 days. So, you know, this is going to be... Well, first of all, you know, I get to fill my lungs with polluted air. That, yay. Nothing like more CO2 than actual oxygen entering my lungs. You gotta love it. And aside from that, I guess this is where I can finally get a glance at, you know, my, I don't know, my heritage. Where quote-unquote my people come from. I mean, not necessarily. All I know is my family came from Hong Kong. I don't know where my, you know, distant ancestors came from. Well, you know, with every generation, the burden to not let the bloodline die with me, well, that's currently my burden in life, and, well... With my track record, looks like it will indeed die off with me. Oh. You know, not by choice, it's just... It is what it is. You know, I had not mentioned this yet. Yesterday in TCG Pocket, I pulled the 2-star full art Darkrai EX card. You know, in that game, I still have yet to pull a single rainbow card or even a single gold card. I don't have either one yet. You know, when a friend of mine asked, like, I said exactly just that just now. I don't have a single rainbow card or a gold card yet. He asked me, what's that? And I showed him. Literally just rainbow cards and gold cards. I don't have a single one of either one yet. I think my sister does. But I'm not able to trade it to myself. Because, you know, in the game, you can only trade cards of the same rank. So if I want to trade that rainbow card to myself, I need to trade back a rainbow card to her. Ugh. You know, something that my dad just kind of doesn't get the hint sometimes. Something that my dad did today, you know, I guess you could say it made me upset, but you know, I'm not gonna scold him about it. Not gonna tell him like, Dad, what are you doing? Like, do you not see what you're doing? Like, it's honestly not that big a deal. I guess you could say, you know, I'm an ungrateful son. I'm a privileged son. You could say that. Alright, so basically, I had a pretty long day today. When I woke up, went to work, I was told to, you know, go out, pick a couple things up, line up at the bank, which, what a waste of my time, because I lined up for like 20 minutes, half an hour, only to not even be able to get accomplished what I was standing in line for. So, what a colossal waste of my time. And, you know, at this point it was almost like 1 in the afternoon. I didn't eat anything yet. And you know, like I said, I wasted a bunch of time lining up at the bank. So then, went back to work, called the bank and got done what was needed to be done over the phone. And then in the meantime, had some other things to deal with. So we booked an appointment to speak with someone in person later that day, so earlier today. Don't give me a Paramount Plus ad. So then we had to go back out to go to the bank. The same bank, just a different location. And then that took like an hour. When we were done at the bank, we went back to work just because we didn't eat yet. So we went back to work because we had food there. We ate. The bank was relatively close to work, by the way, like a 5-minute drive. So we went back to work, we ate, and then we left work early, or at least my mom and I did. My sister stayed to, you know, be at the store until closing time. So my mom and I, we left early because it was snowing once again. So we didn't want to leave when it was a big storm. We left, but we had a thing to drop off. We had a job to drop off at the lab first. And what a mistake that was, because my God, driving in that weather, and at the time that we left, it was rush hour. So it was mad traffic jams. It took like an hour for us to get back home when normally it would have taken like 20 minutes. So, you know, I was pretty exhausted today. I came home and, well, I tried to take a power nap. But then things just kept on waking me up to where I wasn't able to actually lie down and fall asleep. I had to get up, deal with my dogs, prepare a couple of things for dinner. Oh yeah, after the bank, by the way. After the bank, my mom and I went to a grocery shop before going back to work to eat. So there was that as well. So came home, took care of my dogs, took care of a couple things to prepare for dinner, threw in some chicken drumsticks into the air fryer, and because I'm the only one in the house who knows how to use the air fryer, only I was able to use it. So I wasn't able to just, you know, turn it on, be like, alright, you guys deal with it. When it's done, flip it over and do it again. Nah. When it's done, I gotta come over, flip everything out, flip all the drumsticks, and turn it on again. I had to do that. So that meant 15 minutes later, no sleep for me. I had to stay up for 15 more minutes and flip it before I get to take some rest. And well, because of the constant distractions, constant noise, I'm just like, screw it. I'm gonna close my door. I'm gonna try to get whatever rest I can before it's dinner time. Well, my dad, when he came home from work, you know, he couldn't take the hint that, you know, his son was tired, so his son may have been in his room resting. So, you know, my door was closed. He just opened that shit and just walked right in just to check on me. Now, at that point, I had not fallen asleep completely yet. But, you know, God forbid I did. Had he done that, he would have just woken me up. It's like, what's your problem, Dad? I'm trying to sleep here. I was sleeping and you woke me up. Like, what's the matter with you? My door was closed. That does not mean come in. Like, do I have to lock my goddamn door for you to get the hint that a closed door does not mean please come on in? Please walk right in. A closed door is saying welcome, come in. Nothing important happening inside that requires no distractions or disturbances, so I don't know. My dad, knowing that I'm in my room trying to rest, just opens the door and walks right in. And yeah, it happened again. And we all remember what happened last time. Had I locked my door, he would have just used his fingernail, unlocked it, and just walked right in anyways. So, God forbid, I try to rest and, you know, close the door so that nothing bothers me, no noise tries to wake me up or prevent me from falling asleep. Because, you know, God forbid, unless I'm in the bathroom, I can't even close the door to my own room because a closed door just means please walk right in. Well, aside from that, when it was finally time to eat dinner, you put a chair on the doorknob, he kicks your door down. You think I'm joking, but he actually would. He actually would. You think I'm joking? No, he actually would. He really would. he would bust that down. He would pause. He would bust that door down if it won't open. If it won't open and he realizes it's not locked, he will indeed break that door down just to get in. He would. He absolutely would. You know, it's that scene from Fairly Odd Parents. I respect your privacy, but as your father, I'm asserting my dominance and I'm coming in anyway. He absolutely would do that. Anyways, so aside from that, when it was finally dinner time and I came downstairs, I felt my dad's eyes on me the whole time as if he had something to say to me. When I sat down, he just walked right beside me. It's like, wow, must have been pretty tired, son. Did you enjoy your rest? You know, when I came home, I thought you would have been shoveling the snow, you know? Helping me shovel the snow, but I guess you're just too tired. Nope, I had to shovel the snow by myself again. Hope you had a good rest, son. Wait, this isn't the song I'm thinking of. Whoops. So that happened earlier tonight. God forbid I have privacy in my own house. Well, he's gotten better about it over the years. You know, he doesn't knock on the bathroom. Well, I say he's gotten better. There was this one time a couple months ago, I was just in my bathroom, and he literally called me on my phone. It's like, son, are you okay? You know, it's like, God forbid I'm just in my own bathroom. And you know, I wasn't even in there for too long. My dad's always like, well, I don't know if you, like, passed out or anything. I worry. I gotta check up on you. It's like, you can relax, okay, Dad, please. I'm in my own bathroom for an extended period of time. You don't need to panic. If I'm in there for, like, 2 to 3 hours and you don't hear anything from me, then I won't blame you for jumping to conclusions and having assumptions. But if I'm in there for, like, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, in my own freaking bathroom, you don't need to worry, Dad. Like, please, relax. Like, what do I need to do in the bathroom for that long? You know, I got things I gotta do. Shower, cut my nails, face stuff. You know, I gotta remove some tonsil stones every now and then. And also the most obvious one that you're all thinking of, jerking off takes a lot of time. Man, if you in your room with a girl, you already know your parents got your back. I think my parents would probably pass out in the realization. Matter of fact, you know what I think my parents would do? I feel like no, not when I was a teenager, you know, hitting that puberty phase. No. If I brought a girl home now, I feel like my parents would now, as an adult, sit me down and give me the talk. I feel like now my parents would tell me, like a decade late. It's like, son, you're an adult now. I think we need to talk to you about, you know, the way the body works, connecting with the other gender's body. It's like, I think you're a little late, parents. I think you're a decade late. You should have given me this talk when I was like 12, 13, not literally a decade after that. Anyways, moving on. Okay, so let's talk about this one and only one episode of this show I am going to watch. So, I wanted you here for a reason. I wanted you to hear about this episode. This one single episode. Alright, which show, man? Today, I only have one episode to talk about. This one single, one-off episode. I will not watch any episode from the rest of the show. Unless a concept interests me, like this episode did. Aside from that, no, I will not watch any other episode of this show. So I am going to talk about American Horror Stories, plural, American Horror Stories, Season 3, Episode 5, titled Backrooms. The anthology series of American Horror Stories, they did an episode on the Backrooms, which took a year to release. You didn't watch that? Well, I'll tell you all about it to save you having to watch it. Because, you know, I saw people online saying this episode was bad. It started off weird, and then it got okay. It got, you know, teetering off a good. And then the ending was just laughably bad. So, yeah, I would say this episode was pretty bad. I hope to God that the Backrooms movie is leagues better than this episode. Then again, it's not a high bar to cross. Alright, so because these characters are one-off characters, I need to look up the, you know, the episode info on what these characters' names are. Backrooms movie starring Sydney Sweeney. I don't know, now that I've seen Immaculate, maybe. Like, maybe that could work. Then again, I don't know. Alright, so the episode opens up with our main character, David. David? It's not even David. Why'd I say David? The character's name is Daniel. Why'd I say David? So our main character is Daniel, and as I was watching the show, or the episode, I started to realize, wait a second, this guy looks so familiar. Where have I seen him before? Like, I just couldn't place it. Where have I seen him before? And then it hit me. I remembered where I seen this actor before. The actor, Michael Imperioli. I saw him on Lucifer. He was in, I believe, 2 episodes of Lucifer. He played Uriel. That's where I recognized him from. He played Uriel on Lucifer. You know, there's rumors that they're making a Lucifer movie to kind of overall conclude the story, even though it's already concluded. It's just rumors. I doubt they're gonna make it, though. Anyways. So, we have our main character, Daniel, and he's kind of stuck at home. He is grieving over his son, because his son's missing. He doesn't know what happened to his son. He walks past a newspaper article that he has, you know, put on his wall, that son of father is missing, implying that maybe his son fell into the back rooms. So his friend shows up. I don't know, I see this IMDb page in front of me. His friend's name was Aaron. I'm just gonna go with it. So his friend shows up and tries to get him back into the world. Because this guy, David, I keep calling him David. This guy, Daniel, he is distraught. He is so hung up on the loss of his son, not knowing where he is, what could have happened to him. It's eating him up. So he just cannot leave home anymore. He just cannot rejoin society. And Daniel is also like a playwright or like a script writer. He's won Oscars. You know, he works in Hollywood. Seems like maybe he was writing a script on his own story right now. A father who lost his son and does not know where his son is, does not know what to do. So Daniel is very aggressive, very distant from everyone, his family and friends, over his son being missing. And I gotta say, first of all, let me start off by saying this before I continue the episode. Before I continue talking about the episode, the way that they depict the backrooms in this episode, yes, the episode was bad. The only thing I can give it credit for is, hey, it's at least a unique depiction of the backrooms. I'll give it that. It's a unique depiction. It's their own unique take on the backrooms. That's as much praise as I can give it. So Daniel scolds and yells at his friend to get out and leave him alone. Daniel turns around, opens a door, walks through it, and then he's in the backrooms. So he doesn't no-clip out of reality. And this is the best comparison I can give it. He's kind of like Loki's time-slipping. But instead of time-slipping, he reality slips. So he reality slips into the backrooms. He does not no-clip. He reality slips into the backrooms. So now he's not yet in our usual familiar yellow wallpaper backrooms just yet. Not yet. He shows up at this grocery store aesthetic of the backrooms. And it is littered with supplies, so at least he lucked out there. If he was actually stuck here. There are like bags of Doritos, there's Coca-Cola bottles on the wall. So he has food for days, at least he's lucky on that part. But you know, he's confused. He doesn't know where he is. There's no one around, and weird things start happening. There's a PA, there's a voice on the PA speaker. You know, and lights start flickering, so he doesn't know where he is. He smartly grabs a shovel to defend himself, because he doesn't know what could be here or who could be here. He walks around, he explores around, he doesn't know where this place is, if someone's pulling a prank on him. We see that, you know, kind of like, I guess, IKEA has. There's a button on the wall to press if you need help. So he goes to that and he presses it. But, you know, no one shows up. So he just rapid button mash, pushes it over and over. No one shows up. Eventually, you know, the speaker on the PA system fades out in an eerie way. The lights go out. We see this figure, or two different figures walking around in the background. You know, making you think it's backroom entities. Not exactly. So he follows the two figures into this room. I know, going into a room in the back rooms. So in the distance, he sees his son. Not really, because it's more of an illusion. It's not actually his son, who presumably fell into the back rooms. He sees his son, as well as throughout the episode, we see these masked figures in the back rooms. These masked beings with cloaks on and white masks. So we see them throughout. So he doesn't know what's going on. He sees what he thinks is his son in the back rooms, turns around, and then he's back home. So, like I said, he doesn't no-clip into the back rooms. He just mentally mentally slips into the back rooms. You following so far? Well, you know, he's back home. He's back home, and I guess I don't know, it's not really clear if he, if he slept the night or he immediately just continued with his day. Because to him, it's been like, I don't know, 20 minutes? It hasn't been long for him. However, he gets a call from his friend saying like, where have you been? You've been missing for 3 weeks. It's like, it's been 3 weeks? How's that possible? So he meets up with his friend at, in public in a restaurant. And with his friend is Daniel's ex-wife. And I recognize her as well, Natalie Gold. I recognize her on The Walking Dead World Beyond. So that's already 2 wins in my book. 2 actors I recognize here. Okay, so his friend and his ex-wife called him because they found his son. They found his son. They found him dead, like, in the woods. So, I keep calling him David. Now Daniel is all sad, but now he's vowing revenge. He's just like, I swear, I will kill whoever did this to my son. And then he walks off. He, I guess, goes into the bathroom of the restaurant. And then he ends up in the back rooms again. However, this time, instead of a grocery store, he enters what we are familiar with. He enters the yellow office aesthetic of the back rooms. At this point, I'm like, okay, now we're getting somewhere. Finally, the part of the back rooms that we recognize the most. Okay. Alright, this episode still has a chance. Maybe this Maybe this episode can turn around. So he enters the back rooms through the restaurant bathroom. And it's the yellow aesthetic that we know and love. And first of all, while I'm glad to see, the yellow musty wallpaper office aesthetic, I gotta say, I have to say, it is hilariously obvious he is just in front of a green screen. It is so funny. Whenever we watch backrooms footage videos, you know how it's always in like a crappy quality VHS found footage quality? There's a reason for that. Because if it is crisp, clear quality, 1080p, 4K quality like it was in this episode, you can very obviously tell the person is just in front of a green screen. Like, it is hilariously obvious he is so clearly in front of a green screen. But I gotta say, if there was no living, breathing human being on screen, then yeah, the backroom's design looks pretty good. Like, the CGI for the backrooms looked pretty good. It's just a literal, real-life person being in shot just ruins it. Like, he is so obviously in front of a green screen. But anyways, so he finally enters the backrooms that we're all familiar with. He walks around, he's confused. Sadly, no entities chase him, so that's an L. He sees this hole in the wall that he needs to climb a ladder to get to. He walks back and forth debating should he or not. He ultimately does, and then when he reaches the other side, he sees this Thanksgiving dinner table. I'm not kidding you. He sees a Thanksgiving dinner table, and inside the devoured turkey is an Oscar. And then he turns around, there's once again a bunch of the figures in cloaks and white masks surrounding him. They kind of dogpile on him, and then they chase him. He runs away for dear life. He gets away from them. And then when he finally gets away, his son shows up before him. So his son, also in a cloak and a white mask, takes off his mask. His eyes are gouged out. His eye sockets are bleeding. So he panics. He doesn't know what's happening. He turns around. The white masked, black cloaked people are, you know, trying to pull him away. And then once again, he slips back into reality, into real life. And then we have a cut, as if this was cable, as if a commercial was about to happen. We come back, we see a handgun, you know, kind of hinting like him thinking, have I lost my mind? Am I really crazy? Do I need to, you know, do I need to kill myself because that's the only way for me to find peace? He decides to do the rational thing that anyone would do in this day and age. He decides to Google it. He decides to Google, like, liminal space outside of reality. Possible, question mark? And then you get this typical, you know, search engine that shows do, because for whatever reason, they can't show Google. So they do this bland, typical search engine that you see in a lot of shows and movies. So he stumbles upon this YouTube video that kind of looks like the old layout of YouTube mixed with the new layout, like the current one. So he stumbles upon this YouTube video of this guy who captured footage of the back rooms. You know, captures footage of the yellow wallpapers as well as the same grocery store aesthetic that our man Daniel was in. It's like, wow, that's convenient. He also ended up in the exact same place that he was. Exact same. Out of the infinite possibilities of backroom levels, no, he ended up in the 2 exact same levels that he did. Wow, that's mad convenient. It's almost like they just wanted to reuse CGI models instead of creating new ones. Okay, so he finds this guy online who also claims to have been in the back rooms and also captured footage. The guy online, what was his name again? The guy online, well, IMDb says his name is Eli. So the character Eli, in his video was saying, if you too have experienced this, please reach out. So our man David does exactly that. He reaches out, he sends an email to his YouTube channel, and I feel like they might have skipped a step or two here. Because the next scene that we see the two of them meeting, and he meets Eli in prison. It's like, did we skip a couple steps? Because if you sent an email to his YouTube account, how could he have possibly seen it if he was in jail? Who would have arranged this meeting? Like, he would not have been able to check his email. Unless he told someone to monitor his email for him in case this ever happened. You know, I feel like we may have skipped a step here. A pretty crucial step, but whatever. So he meets Eli in jail, and they discuss what they... Ooh, finally. Shiny Rayquaza cut me off of talking about the episode. Alright, Shiny Rayquaza's finally here. I need to take off the rubber bands first. Alright. No, you want me to talk about the rest of the episode. You want to hear how it ends. Alright, folks, we did it! Shiny Rayquaza. Now let's not fail it. Alright, there we go. Rayquaza has the strategy set up. Can't fail it now. So I'm gonna Thunder Wave it first before I lower its HP. Just because it's gonna rest anyways. Alright, Paralyzed. I'm also going to throw down a Roto Catch first. Alright, time to false swipe. Alright. Pokeball time. Simple as that. Didn't even need to bank on it using rest. Shiny Rayquaza. That's the last Mega Legendary we need. Alright. I got a Hardy Nature. I don't know if that's good or not. I don't really care. Look at that. We were far from struggling. We were far from failing this. We did it, folks. That's it. That is all shiny Mega Legendaries. Or at least all shiny Legendaries that can Mega Evolve. Save one more time. So there you go. We have all 6 of them now. It took a month and a half. Upwards to 2 months, but we got them all. Don't you need 2 Mewtwo's? No, I'm not doing that. For the 2 forms? Hell no, I'm not doing that. So there you go. I have all 6. Alright, I saved the game. Let me save the fact that I saved the game. And also, let me check something real quick. How much money do I have? Do I go to Trainer Passport for that? Yep, there we go. Plenty of money and 1 battle point. Let me see. I believe I go to the shopping district. Let me see if I can actually show off the Megas. So anyways, while I'm doing this, let me also finish talking about the episode. So, yeah, where did I leave off? So, Daniel... Oops, this isn't where I need to go. So, Daniel meets this guy who claims he also was in the backrooms and captured footage. They discuss what they think it is. It's a, you know... a dimension that exists outside of reality. So they start discussing, like, how can we access it? So then the guy Eli explains how he was able to access it. I think it's here? Okay, I'm going to need these ones. So, the guy Eli explains what happened to him and how he was able to end up there. So, he's basically saying that if you detach from society, from reality so much, you detach from reality, period, and you end up in the back rooms. So what happened to him was that, you know, he was in his car. He was, of all things, looking at his phone for a discount code for dog food. I'm not kidding you, that was in the episode. So then he hit a woman on a car, killing her, but there was no witnesses. So, when the police questioned him like, so were you on your phone? Or did she just come out of nowhere? Because there was no witnesses and the woman's dead, he lies to save his own ass. He's just like, yeah, she just came from nowhere. So the police is like, so she ignored the stop sign. Is that what you're saying? Okay, you're free to go. So where do I go to... Do I need to buy all this stuff before I can get the megas? Well, I got money to spare. I don't really need the money, so why not? Let's see if this is the case. So, you know, him saying that, like, he didn't expect that to be the lie, to be a lie that he would have to tell his entire life, for the rest of his whole life. That he was innocent, that he did nothing wrong. An innocent woman died, and he was getting all the sympathy that was unjust, undeserving. So he started to slip away from reality, and thus he drifted off into the back rooms. And the way that he was able to be freed from going into the back rooms, he had to tell the truth. And the truth got him arrested, and that's why Daniel met up with him in jail. This isn't what I want. Maybe I need to have them in my party. Let me try that. What happens if I put them in my party? Is that how I get the Mega Stones? I don't know how I get the Mega Stones in this game. So, if Daniel wants to be rid of constantly entering the back rooms, he needs to tell the truth. But what truth is that? We get this, like, unnecessarily long sequence of him just driving in his car, panicking, you know, having thoughts in his mind. So when he goes back home, he looks at this Optimus Prime toy that was his son's, and he's just like, I'm sorry. I will tell the truth. It's like, oh man, what truth? What did you do? I thought you were saying your son was missing. You know, the police begin to storm his house. We get flashbacks revealing what truly happened. He gets a phone call from his friend like, what did you do? Why did you do it? Do what? I didn't do anything. Don't tell me I gotta buy all these plates before I get the Mega Stones. How do I'm gonna look it up. So, you know, the police storm his house, and he's not going down without a fight. He's not being arrested by any means, because he believes himself innocent. So what does he do? He does the smart thing, grabs the gun he had, and starts firing at the police. So then he is met with a wall of bullets, killing him. And while he's dying and falling onto the floor, we see flashbacks to how this man truly is and what really happened to his son. So this man was like, you know, a grumpy, mean father who drinks, who does not want to be around his son and wife, who is just, you know, frustrated with work all the time. So one day he had enough of his son. He brought his son to the park, and then we see this absolutely evil act. He starts choking his son, killing him. And then he buries him. He buries his son. And the reason he's even found out is because his friend on the phone said there was security cameras at, like, the place next to the park. So, you know, that's why the police raided his house. So his son was not missing the whole time. His son was actually killed by his own hands. So, you know, he convinced himself that he was innocent, that he did not kill his own son. He convinced himself that his son was merely missing. You know, kind of like Oswald Cobb style. After killing his brothers, he just convinced himself that he did nothing wrong. Well, the police killed him. He's now in this, like, backrooms hell. He sees this red-tinted escalator going downwards as if he was in Mementos. Going down further. Whoops, not that. So he goes down the escalator and then he goes down into this, like, pitch black room with a swing set in the middle. We see this grown-up, demonic-looking figure with a very high-pitched, childlike voice saying, "Dad," speaking to him as if it was his son. It's like, "I would like to go home, please. Can you help me?" "But you just got here, Dad." And, you know, something like, "We're not letting you go." They're not letting you go. All the masked figures around him. "If you want to leave, you need to follow the sign." Points to a door with an exit sign. So Daniel walks through, and then he goes into this, like, reception area where he's told by a monitor on the TV to take a number. Is he at the TVA now? He needs to take a ticket? Here, enjoy the sight of shiny Rayquaza while I ramble. So he took a number. So then these words, these letters flash on that board that keeps on changing. I don't know what it's called. It says, "Now serving number 1. And then his ticket says it's like, what, 900 million? 900 billion is his number. So he needs to wait for a very long time before it's his turn. And then the episode ends. So, it was a pretty bad Backrooms episode. The most compliment I can give it is the fact that they did their own thing. It's at least a unique take. It honestly was a pretty bad Backrooms episode. But hey, it's an official Backrooms production, so at least there's that. Anyway, so I'm looking here. Mewtwo Megastones download code, so never mind. Latios and Latios download code, never mind. Well, Kyogre and Groudon, that's the orb, so yeah. Oh, look at that, that's right. Mega Rayquaza doesn't need a Mega Stone. It's the move Dragon Ascent, which can be learned from a move tutor at Seafolk Village. Oh, that's right, Rayquaza doesn't need a Mega Stone. Well, I cannot show off, Mewtwo, Latios, or Latios, but I can, however, show off Primal Kyogre, Groudon, and Mega Rayquaza. So there you go, the Backrooms episode I waited over a year to watch. It was a bad episode of the Backrooms, but you know, so far it is the only official Backrooms production we have, so there's that. Yes, let me go buy those again. So, what y'all think? The Backrooms. The Backrooms episode. I kind of wished they stuck more to just simple things. You know, to me, it's kind of like the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. All this unnecessary additional plot line that nobody cares about. All of this extra story that nobody cares about. Everyone just wants to see the main thing, and yet they diluted it with so much unnecessary plot. So, you know, it kind of felt like the Five Nights at Freddy's movie to me. So much unnecessary storytelling when we just want to see the main thing. So had they focused, like honestly, had they simply just focused on the main thing, being the Backrooms, Just show us someone no-clipping out of reality and entering the back rooms. So what if it's gonna be like 30 minutes of an actor walking in front of a green screen looking confused? And you know, once the CGI is put in, hilariously obvious that he is very out of place in front of a green screen. So what if that's the case? That still would have been what we all wanted to see. That's what everyone wanted to see. I would have much preferred that, but oh well. You guys remember the dumbasses in the Pokemon anime? Where, you know, they took the wrong fucking orb? I forget which team it was. Wasn't it Team Aqua? Wasn't it Team Aqua who took the red orb? You know, the Pokemon that is blue, and they took the red orb? You remember the dumbasses in the Pokemon anime who did that? Oh, why does the red orb not work on Kyogre? I wonder why. It's so much detail, it makes the game slightly lag. Great! Now let's see Groudon as well. Alright, let me see where to teach Rayquaza Dragon Ascent. So it seems like all I need to do is go to Seafolk Village, the Pokemon Center, and the guy is just standing right there. You! This guy. Let me guess, you want me to teach Dragon Ascent to your Pokemon, am I correct? Can you teach it to any Pokemon? Alright. Choose a move to be replaced. Just gonna choose a random move, I'm not gonna save this anyways. Not gonna lie, kind of a lame way for, you know, the god of the sky to learn its move to allow it to Mega Evolve. It's kind of lame, but I suppose it can only fit so much into a game. They had to put it somewhere in the game. And with Rayquaza, how do I Mega Evolve? Wait a second. Wait, how do I Mega Evolve? Isn't there just an option for it? Wait a second. Oh, wait a second. My character doesn't even have anything. My character doesn't have a keystone. Oh. Is that necessary? I think it's necessary. Yeah, I don't have the keystone. Never mind. No Mega Shiny Rayquaza showcase here. Ah, yes, that's right. I don't have a keystone. One of the 2 integral keys to Mega Evolution, that's right. You guys want to see something that flashbanged a memory into my head earlier today? So earlier today, my mom and we went grocery shopping, and because we hadn't eaten lunch yet, she was super hungry. So what she did while there, she just bought a box of graham crackers, just plain white graham crackers to munch on. So I ate a couple, and then a memory flashbanged into my mind. It's like, wait a second, Mom, didn't you used to just put some honey on graham crackers and just give it to us? Didn't you just used to put plain, simple honey on crackers to give us as a snack? And she said she did. I'm just like, wow. Haven't had that in a long time. Just simple honey on graham crackers. That's it. And then what my mom said is that she would literally just... You guys can barely see it. She would just sandwich it in between. You see that? She literally came in earlier and gave me a plate of 2. Like, wow, I haven't had that in maybe a decade. Just simple. Graham crackers and honey. That's it. Nice and simple. Anyways, folks, there you go. This concludes our quest, our mission, our challenge to collect certain shiny Pokemon in preparation for Pokemon Legends ZA. We have gotten the 9 Pokemon that are still not on any Switch-titled Pokemon games. We have gotten the main 3 Legendary Trio for Gen 6. And now, we have gotten the 6 Legendary Pokemon that can Mega Evolve. Of which I am predicting all of them will be Shiny Locked in the game, so that's why I went ahead and hunted them ahead of time. That's it! That concludes our Pokemon Legends ZA prep hunt. For the most part. That concludes our unique hunts for Legends ZA. Maybe there's one more down the line. Maybe. But for now, that's going to be it. Finally. This is ending. It's bittersweet. But yes, this is over. I have all the shinies I want for Pokemon Legends ZA in preparation. So, this is where I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for, thanks for sticking through with me for these past months. I did not expect the hunt for these 6 to take almost 2 months of non-stop. Me doing literally nothing else but this, which I can't imagine is the most exciting or enticing content to watch. But now that we're done, we can finally move on. We can move on to other games, other content, and hey, I actually got all these shinies before my trip, and that's the main thing, that's the important thing. So, I am going to end this here. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this long-winded series that honestly overstayed its welcome. And see you guys next time for another game I'm going to play. A game that I have wanted to revisit for a long time. And I was afraid I wasn't going to have time because Rayquaza just wouldn't be shiny. But maybe I can really clutch up and squeeze it in before I go on my trip. Anyways, this is going to be it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.